This, it gets better and better. Okay, so what did they want around Halloween last year? The elites wanted a horror movie. Okay, the energy in the collective is them attacking the Venus Empress energy. Okay, that's like them getting fed to the plant from Little Shop of Horrors. that's that's like them destroying that. That's making me Rick Moranis and them trying to destroy my flower shop, and that makes little pushing up Daisy. That makes her Audrey too. That makes her the big Venus flytrap plant. And it makes she whimpers for more fresh Reiki. It must be fresh. That makes all of these medical doctors, and it's not a bad thing. They're just uneducated. They're just uneducated. I have to practice what I preach. When I built a team, I would tell them all the time, I'm not going to lose my shit on you for being untrained. But once you're trained, I will go off on your ass because at that point you're stupid. So I mean, it's what it is. You gotta stand 10 toes down on that. But that does, if you want art to imitate reality, that makes these medical doctors the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors. Tell them, Audrey too. Tell them, pushing up Daisy. It does. They get off on hurting people when there's ulterior options available. That's what it is. You'll be a dentist, turn into a musical. You'll have a talent for causing things pain. You'll be a dentist. Sort of your second options available are like your Dr. Joe Dispenzas, your Dolores Cannons, me. But hell, them attacking me or the business or whatever because she said you're in a perpetual loop of she said the morning star energy is in a perpetual loop of corruption and confused values. Well, yeah, they look at tarot as something evil when they're the ones judging. They look at, and it's a financial attack. They're choosing money over love. It's plain and simple. Reiki is love's intent to help her heal. Giving that dog Reiki in their eyes is feeding is feeding people to a Venus flytrap. Prove me wrong. That's the energy that's in the cards. If I were to relate that, hang on. I was going to get a shower, but okay. So what are we supposed to do? Let's revert this around to your electric bill because if you see the end of Little Shop of Horrors, if you see the end of Little Shop of Horrors, that's how Rick Moranis defeats the plant, is he fries her with electricity. Okay, so let's take this over into let's bring Nikola Tesla into the picture. So you have an electric bill. You have an electric bill because Nikola Tesla's competition fried an elephant from Barnum and Bailey's circus in the town square so that the government could have an electric chair. That's how they swayed the people to go with him. It caused commotion. It caused people to enjoy seeing an elephant getting fried. Okay, so now let's take a little pushing up Daisy and put her in Audrey 2's position from Little Shop of Horrors. Are we supposed to fry the little puppy? Come on, so that you can have medical bills? Are we really supposed to fry this little puppy right here? Yeah, I'm sitting here giving it Reiki. She's getting puppy Reiki right now. See how she stopped? She stopped crying. She's no longer in the cage. She has to go in the cage when I shower. We're going to go for a walk. We're going to go for a walk in the sunshine. But when you've got that energy in the cards of them spiritually attacking the Venus Empress energy, okay, that is like them feeding themselves. That's like them feeding themselves and the entire system to the giant Venus flytrap that we'll just call pushing up Daisy. We'll just call this the alien puppy. It's the alien puppy now. The end of Little Shop of Horrors is Rick Moranis and Audrey walking through the picket fence, away from front door Bonnie and back door Clyde and 3-star Virgo of Misery Loves Company, your three fates. That's Rick Moranis and Audrey walking off. Cool. That's the INFJ by themselves. So basically, yes, they have turned me in to Rick Moranis and Audrey, the balanced masculine and feminine, with a pushing up Daisy alien plant that, I guess the gods just kind of sent. I mean, we've got Die My Friend, but I can't mix him with Audrey because then that would be Die My Friend, or pushing up Daisy rather. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I'm transmuting it the best I can, but now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. I mean, it's what it is. It's what it is. Is it ulterior methods versus you'll be a dentist, you'll have a talent for causing things pain? And it splits the timeline because you're still going to have it. We just did this last week. This is your perpetual loop of them doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Fueling the ascension process of one individual. That's what it is. Congratulations. You destroyed my flower shop. I still ended up with pushing up Daisy and Die My Friend. So we did. We'll give Daisy to Die My Friend, and then that'll be your electrocuting the plant. Like Nikola Tesla's competition did an elephant in the town square. Oh, look at this. We can fry an elephant with this stuff. Ta-da! You have an electric bill. Like magic. That's what it is. You can't deny this shit. This is what it is. I said this last week, and you've got Chicago. You're 20 steps ahead of them. Okay, well, cool. If I'm taking 20 steps ahead of them, and they're getting tenfold karma, like you said, well, then that's 20,000 steps times 10 every time the dummies have an intention. Is it not? Please correct me. I bet they are mad. If I'm 20 steps, tell them pushing up Daisy. Tell them. See, you're upsetting pushing up Daisy. What is wrong with you people? and you're still Pisces gift in a box. You're gift wrapped on YouTube. You're still Pisces gifts. Some of you are going to be the box at the end of 7, and I can't do anything about that. Your careers are over, especially if you're anything to do with the Fed news, where entire departments just got wiped away. Cool. Then that means you're hungry. That means you're hungry, and there's nothing better than creating a boiler room scenario. I'm your Ben Affleck at that point. You come and work at this company, you'll be healing people in no time, including yourselves. That's what it is. It takes you. You're going to work your ass off. That's what it is. You can't tell me you're not going to have a new beginning of a boiler room. The boiler room. If you've never seen the Ben Affleck speech from Boiler Room, cool. That's taken entire departments of federal government employees that just lost their shit and turning them into healers. Heal yourselves and others with love. Try Reiki for PTSD. Maybe you won't feel like you have PTSD anymore. Try some meditation. Get your mind off the fact that your system just failed. That's what it is. I mean, transmute that shit to a positive one way or another. I mean, the less Ben Affleck from Boiler Room exists, the more you do with no job. That's what it is. You got to keep in mind, Bastet said in a reading, and granted, I mean, I listen to that shit, and especially when it says Gemini Moon, Bastet says do not enter. Okay, well, when that's said in a Pisces reading, I am the Pisces Gemini Moon. Cool. So I'm going to listen to that. That means Pisces, don't enter don't enter this Gemini situation as a Gemini moon. Don't go into a fixed Gemini system as a Gemini moon. Okay, cool. Well, then that's either what I invested in or Donald Trump. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to enter anything into the federal government. Works for me. Works for me. We won't enter anything that we haven't already crossed the boundaries of. Jesus Christ. Oh, and we have 5-star Jesus. For Christ's sake, let's not be attacking the Scorpio energy. That shit's all in the cards. Thank God he's divinely protected. What it is. And he's had alien experiences with me, so that's that's not even up for grabs. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Look here, rambunctious, you're gonna have to go to your crate while I take a shower, okay? No, don't look at me like that. No. Okay, anyway, so sorry, we get lost in the eyes of the dog. So she is kind of cute. I don't know. She doesn't really look like a huge alien Venus flytrap plant, but when you have officials and the energies of attacking with jealousy and envy, the Venus Empress energy, and you have Morning Star, your betrayal will not be forgiven, then not being forgiven, that's being fed to a big Venus flytrap plant. The Morning Star, Mercury, Venus energy, that's getting fed to a giant alien Venus flytrap plant in the Little Shop of Horrors, which is what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They wanted a horror movie. Cool. They got Little Shop of Horrors. Plain and simple. Attacking the Venus Empress energy, cool. That's Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. How did they take Audrey 2 out in the end? They fried her with electricity. Cool, that's the medical field up against holistic practices, the same way you have a light bill from them frying an elephant with electricity. What did it create in the end? Rick Moranis and Audrey walking off into the house with the picket fence, married, no more plant. So now I leave that up to you. Do we euthanize the puppy or do we give it Reiki? She's such a killer. However, in an energetic sense, in the spiritual community through tarot cards, that little chihuahua just ate up departments of the federal government. Planes are falling out of the sky. They're all pushing up daisies. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Cool. So how do we proceed? Rick Moranis and Audrey have just walked off into the house behind the white picket fence, singing "Suddenly See More." Yeah, can y'all suddenly see more now? Are your eyes open, or is that sheep wool still pulled over their eyes? This is getting too much fun, and we knew it was going to happen. Cool. So where do we proceed from here? Was there a Little Shop of Horrors 2? Was there a sequel? I do remember the plant still being in the garden. Well, cool. She's in the crate right now, and I got to go get a shower so she doesn't whine any longer than she has to. How funny is this? It's what it is. It's what it is, Morty. It's what it is. It's okay. Old Rick Rick Moranis and Audrey are walking in the house with a plant outside, and y'all are still in the box for Pisces' birthday. Glad you could join me. Oh, and after I made the last video, I started thinking, the doctor in New Mexico, that, and here's the thing, not only did he not, he didn't even know about tarot, but yet I had my cards with me in the hospital setting. There were children in there, younger adults, 19, 20, withdrawals, things of that nature. I had my tarot cards. So I'm giving them tarot readings. What are the responses I'm getting? The same 5-star responses I get all the time. Man, I'm getting more therapy from this than anybody I've talked to. Well, yeah, dipshit, you're going through a spiritual awakening. You're not crazy. You're coming off of toxic substances and you forced your third eye open. You couldn't be sitting here explaining these things to me if I hadn't already studied them. These are things they are unaware of. You really can't be mad at them for being unaware, but once they're aware, if they continue with those actions, they're stupid. Plain and simple. Gesundheit. Anyway. So, yes, that doctor that was completely unaware of an INFJ didn't believe in intuition, but yet the INFJ is an introverted intuitive. And I know where we got off on the wrong foot, because I asked him, have you never heard of an INFJ? He's like, no. I was like, you're familiar with the Myers-Briggs though, right? Well, yes. Okay, so if you're familiar with the Myers-Briggs, but you're not familiar with the rarest type of all of them, have you ever treated a unicorn before? Because they call them the INFJ unicorn. He's like, oh, what? Now you think you're a unicorn? No, Google does. Google it. Google INFJ unicorn. If you don't know, if you've never met one before, if you've never treated one before, how the hell are you gonna know what they eat? Trying to feed me medication. Anyway, so being right in the end, going against my beliefs, because my beliefs and my sobriety is a drug, is a drug, is a drug. Why the hell am I going to take something prescribed when there's a meditation practice, Reiki for whatever that ailment is, that works perfectly for me? To the point that you have planes falling out of the sky, entire federal departments getting wiped away, people attacking the little shop of horrors, the Reiki therapist, going up against the healer because they don't want to see any success come from that. Cool, they're feeding themselves to a giant Venus flytrap. If they're attacking the Venus energy in tarot, they're feeding themselves to an alien Venus flytrap. Plain and simple. Anyway, New Mexico's having a water shortage? Great. That doctor's name was Hauk. Cool. I declare today, just for Pisces, Dr. Hot Tuah Day. You're running out of water in Mexico? Cool. Spit on that thing. Namaste. Happy birthday, Pisces. Get out of the box. Go get in the sunshine like I'm about to.